I got a job as a forest fire watcher. Is there something strange going on here? Day 6. After I heard the voice behind me, I was literally shaking with fear and surprise. But there was nowhere to run, unless I jumped out of the tower window, but that was obviously not an option for me. Gaining courage, I slowly turn around and see a girl standing behind me on the threshold of the front door. She's a little shorter than me in height, with messy unwashed hair sticking out in all directions. She was dressed in long, light brown hiking pants that show patches of dried mud. Even more shabby looking is her light red checkered shirt. It is very crumpled, dirty, and also torn in various places. Her face is normal, or at least human, and it even reassured me. 1 second of my gaze, however, then I saw her eyes. They were insane. Bright blue eyes, very contrasting with the red whites that looked like they were poured with blood. It looked like she hadn't slept in weeks. She's also very thin. What's one word for how she looks? Terrible. And you must be Allison? I almost stammered. I asked, "What do you mean all she wants is for you to smile?" "Who is she anyway?" "She just wants you to smile," Allison replied, looking at me with a crazy look in her eyes. Okay, 100 Allison, what's going on? Can you finally explain it to me? I'm about to freak out about the whole damn thing that's going on here. And you're still talking in riddles and generally this and that. You look just awful, to be honest. Allison walks silently toward the bed. I circle around just as she starts to move. Now I'm standing at the door. That's a good start. She sits down on the bed and stares at the dusty floor. I notice the tears streaming down her face. We got lost in the woods then. Allison swallows. Mine. The two of us. It took us a long time to find our way back. Wandered for weeks and tried to call for help, but no luck. I was saved in the end. She didn't. I couldn't tell them what I'd done. It was bad. Now her. She's quiet. What did you do? What did you do to Allison screaming? I got lost and we couldn't find our way back. For a very long time, she said everything was going to be okay, Allison. They would find Allison, but they didn't. For so long. They looked for us, damn it, but they didn't find us. We really wanted water and food. She was always so positive, always smiling, but no food. We couldn't catch anyone, nothing worked. We tried Oscar, we honestly tried Oscar, said Allison. Her voice strained. Well, Allison. I know you tried to find something edible or catch something, but it didn't work out, so what happened next? Silence. She raised her head sharply and looked up. I even jumped, but she continued talking. She looked at me with a smile when I pushed her. I pushed her far towards the gully. It was a moment of weakness, a moment of hunger as she fell into her arms. They must have broken. I was so hungry. I looked down, it was already dark, but I saw she wasn't moving. She had a look on her face. A smile lived with a smile on her face, and gone was the smile on my face. Everything clenched inside. Damn, what she had massacred her own sister for. Or she's not right in the head, she's talking this nonsense. I've heard, of course, that hunger makes you do crazy things for food, but to do something like this, that's a first. But after I pushed her, I couldn't do it, added Allison, looking at me still with those same crazy eyes. And the next day, I was found. Even though I was scared of her, I felt some kind of sympathy for Allison. I looked at her, and I felt sorry for her, really. But I didn't know what it was really like, and I had no idea what was going on or what I could expect from her now. What if she went mad with grief, and what then? The only means of communication I have is a walkie-talkie. I don't think Allison will let me use it to escape. And where to? I'm not 100 meters from a roadway in the middle of nowhere. And then, she found me, Allison whispered, looking at the floor, and one more tear rolled down her cheek. Who found you? I asked, hoping it wouldn't be who I thought it was. My blood ran cold with anticipation. My sister. She was still smiling then, was still hungry, Allison muttered. She's taking revenge on us. And she's taking revenge on us, and you hear me? You fucking bastard, screamed she shouted. Allison stood up and looked around and added, "They're getting revenge on all of you." I took a small step back, walking out of the cabin, not taking my eyes off Allison. "What have I done?" I asked. "She blames you all. You're the one who couldn't find her. That's your job. But now she's found me, and I won't lose her again." Alice starts walking slowly towards me. "Allison, what are you saying? I didn't even work here, and I've never even been in these woods before." I'm starting to panic. Take steps back. "Allison, we can help you get better. Trust me. She gets hungrier every time, and she's never completely satisfied. Harvey even developed 10 rules to save himself, but that doesn't help him now." Allison starts to smile for the first time. "Oscar, she's really hungry now." She lunges at me with a squeal, arms outstretched. Luckily, she's thin, and I realize she's easy to overpower. I turn her sideways, and in a swift motion, push her away from me onto us, stumbles over the threshold, and her foot slips down the stairs. She loses her balance. There is a loud wooden groan. And then, she falls. It all happened so fast. I heard her roll down the stairs, and she didn't even scream once as she fell. I'm scared to look down. Shit, what have I done? Shit. I get up off the floor and walk down the stairs. I hope she's alive on the way down. I discover a crumpled piece of paper lying on the stairs. I quickly pick it up and continue down. No time to get distracted. Reaching the ground, I look around, but I don't see Allison. On the one hand, it's good that she's alive. On the other hand, Allison, where are you? It was an accident. I didn't mean to push you, but you attacked me and I had to fight back. Where the hell are you? How could she run or even leave after falling like that? I can't stay here any longer. I have to get back to my tower before it gets dark. I want to pack all my things and get out of these woods, or else I'll either go crazy or something even worse will happen to me. I run back to my tower, stopping briefly to catch my breath and then run again. I have to get ready before dark, by all means. Allison is freaking insane. She attacked me. I applied on defense even though I hurt her. I'm innocent either way, so stop. She said Harvey had 10 rules. The sheet I found in the cabin only had 9. What the fuck is 10 rules? And at that very moment, I remembered the sheet I'd picked up on the stairs of Allison's cabin. Apparently, it had fallen out of her pants. I pulled the tattered piece of paper out of my pocket, unfolded it, and shuddered. Rule 10. Don't trust Allison. She's not who she says she is. I'm still running backwards. My strength is almost gone, but I can't stop anymore. I don't hear anyone following me, but I can definitely feel someone watching me. I can see my tower. It's almost dark. I don't know how I'm going to get to my car. I don't want to walk through the woods at night, and so I decide that I will sleep in the bunker on the tower as clearly not safe. At this point, I believe that's where Harvey spent his nights when he wasn't in the cabin. I think that's the key to how he was able to hide in those woods for so long. Besides, the bunkers saved my life before. I'll go up to the cabin and grab my backpack and stuff and go straight to the bunker. Besides, I need to gather the necessary food and water. I'm on the verge of passing out. This dehydration is finally in front of me, my tower. I quickly run up the stairs and fly inside. I desperately gather my things and turn to leave. But suddenly, I start to hear something. The sound is faint, it's easy to miss, but it's there. I hold my breath and stop moving, listening. I hear a scratching sound somewhere outside. Rule 7. If you hear any scratching noises, whether in the cabin or in the outhouse, turn off all radios and hide under a blanket until the scratching stops. But the point of following this rule, since she knows I'm trying to get away. I froze in place, hoping the scratching would stop, thinking that if it didn't, I would have to follow the rule. The scratching hasn't stopped. But now I hear footsteps on the stairs.